Hello, and welcome to Dolphin's Dive, the weekly strategically minded Handelabra stream hosted by Logic Dolphin. Handelabra believes in civil rights for everyone and in being as inclusive as possible, so any comments or activity actively working against those goals are not welcome and will not be tolerated. You can follow us at Handelabra Games on Twitch or Handelabra on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. You can follow me personally at Logic Dolphin on Twitch, Discord, YouTube, or pretty much any avenue. Sentinels of the Multiverse, Bottom of the Ninth, One Deck Dungeon, Aeon's End, Spirit Island, and Sentinels of Earth Prime are all available on Steam, iOS, and Android devices. One Deck Dungeon is also available on Switch. And Horizons of Spirit Island is released as of today, and One Deck Galaxy is in active development. You can find more information on those games at handelabra.com. Hello, Nezu Chult. Been a while since you watched one of my streams. Well, today is a good day to show up because I have a Steam key to give away today. A Steam key for Horizons of Spirit Island, released as of today. So this is the public version. There's no beta buttons here. I can just hit new game, do whatever, and all of a sudden I'm on board H. Whoa. I can play with eyes watch from the trees. Whoop, whoop. Or fathomless mud. All of those nice things. Unfortunately, you cannot use it since you don't have Spirit Island yet. Yeah, I believe the Horizons on Steam requires Spirit Island. Horizons on Android, I think, and maybe iOS 2 is also a separate purchase that you could make, but... Hello, Kakiomat. If there's anyone in chat that wants a Steam key, I will give it away at some point. When? I'm not sure. We'll figure it out. Let's make a weird configuration of boards, because how often do you make a weird configuration of boards? Either that or that, although this is like standard 2 board setup, and then this would be standard 4 board setup basically, so it'd have to be this for it to be really awkward. Is there any other? Well, now I can't rotate anymore. That's whack. What happened to the rotating? I want to rotate some more. All right, well, we'll go with this one, as this is pretty whack. Wonder if Kate Walker is going to show up. Well, if Kate Walker shows up, then you'll be eligible. So yeah. Let's see. So I want to play Powers Long Forgotten, not Rituals of Terror. Powers Long Forgotten. It's one of my favorite scenarios, just because there's so many lucky trinkets floating around. And I do want to play with eyes and mud, because I like this sound so much. Welcome, Chisler 2. Your physical copy just arrived last week. Well, you could have the digital copy if you get the Steam key. You're the one who loves Chrono Ranger. Chrono Ranger's awesome. Chrono Ranger is one of my favorite Sentinel heroes as well. Fathomless Mud, Eyes Watch from the Trees. And then which other one? I feel like I've not really done much with Devouring Teeth. I know we've done a lot with Stone and Sand and Sunbright Whirlwind. Sunbright Whirlwind we demoed on Spirit Island Sundays for the first time. And Rising Heat of Stone and Sand, I know that we've played a lot with because we had the -1 health bug occur on our first day. And it got better later on. You've never seen Devouring Teeth, and so we shall play. It's such a... I love these sounds so much. They're so scary looking. Not the bird. Yeah, so Mud Otter's special rule is that at your sacred sites, build actions add explorers instead of buildings. And Eyes Watch from the Trees' special rule, after one of your powers adds defend to a single land, gather up to 1 Dahan into that land. And Devouring Teeth's special rule is that your damage dealing powers do +1 damage. So just innate damage increase is really great. Innate degeneration of buildings is really great, and Gathering Dawn is pretty great. There's also power progression on these decks, but I have no idea what they are. Be nice if I could see what they were. I don't want to play with power progression. I just like to see what the cards are. But yeah, so let's see. And I haven't really looked at this too much, but let's see. So innate power, death approaches from beneath the surface. Slow power, range 1, target land invaders. With 1 fire, 1 animal. If you don't have a presence in the target land, gather 1 of your presence. 2 fire, 1 earth, 2 animal, 1 damage. 3 fire, 1 earth, 3 animal, 2 damage. 4 fire, 2 earth, 5 animal, 2 fear, 4 damage. Doesn't it say on front of the playboard? No? I think the power progression card is like a separate card. Like what power progression is it specifies the minor powers and major powers that you're going to get every time you gain a power card. So if you click on the gain power card growth option, you automatically gain the minor power that's listed next. If it's a major power, you grab it, but also have to create one of the cards in your hand. I was just interested in what those powers were, but I just don't want to. I don't want to have my game decided for me. But yeah, so you see, there's a lot of fire, animal, and earth on the spirit track, so those numbers make sense. You always place a presence every turn. If you reclaim, you place a presence at range 0. If you gain a power card, you place a presence at range 1. If you gain 3 energy, you place a presence at range 2. It's kind of another vital strength of earth type spirit with a, you know, forced presence every turn. On your reclaim turn, you don't gain a power card, so you have to be careful with card plays sometimes. But Gift of Furious Might, target spirit may deal +3 damage this turn with one of its damage dealing powers. Mark territory with scars and teeth, defend 9, 2 fear if invaders are present, push 2 Dahan. Herd towards the lurking maw, 1 fear, gather up to 1 explorer town. Ferocious rampage, 1 fear, 3 damage to explorers and towns only. Which is also +1 did, by the way. All the times it says damage, it's +1 did. So it's actually 4 damage there. And it's also, this 1 damage is actually 2 damage. Whoa! Actually, I think this is +1 damage to the power as a whole. So actually, it's not like 2, 3, 5. It's 1, 2, 4 +1. Cool. So Powers Long Forgotten, 3 Horizon Spirits. What adversary should we play with? Do you not click on the card stack on the right edge of power progression to see? That's what I was trying to do. But no, I'm clicking here. It's not doing a dang thing. And actually, it turned out. Tempted to play England just because with Mud Otter, England's a lot easier. So you could just go like England 5. That seems a bit scary. I mean, high immigration is a lot easier with Mud Otters, just putting a sacred site and turning build actions away from England. That said, we only have 1 Mud Otter, so let's do England 4. So we lose if there are 7 or more buildings in a single land. Stage 2 escalation on each board with buildings, build in the land with the most buildings. Invader build actions affect lands without invaders if they are adjacent to at least 2 buildings before the build action. During setup on each board, add a city to land number 1 and a town to land number 2. High immigration is out the entire game. Placed to the left of Ravage. The invaders take this build action each invader phase before ravaging. Cards slide left from Ravage to it and from it to the discard pile. Now, Mud Otter will make this a bit easier, but at the same time, we do have a lot of fear cards owing to the fact that there are more buildings, and so there's more fear in the game. But if we don't let them put buildings down, then we'll have a much harder time generating fear, and so we might actually have a interesting game. 4 fear cards to tier level 2, 5 fear cards to tier level 3, 5 fear cards to tier level victory, so we'll see. Let's go! And they automatically search. I forgot to read the scenario, but they do a search if there are 2 buildings in a single land, such as H2. Or G2 in the automatic. I got this. Nice. And they got nothing there. And they got... Okay. Well, this sucks. What did I get myself into? There's only 4 sources of power, and they got half of them already before the game even started. Okay, what the frick is going on here? So, powers long forgotten. Setup. 4 mysterious locations are added to each board in lands without Dahan. Out of all the locations, a total of 1 per board plus 1 contain a source of power. So 3 boards plus 1, 4 sources of power. The remaining locations contain nothing. So whenever a land has 3 Dahan or more, the players search it. Whenever a land has 2 invaders or more, the invaders search it. When a land is searched, reveal the mysterious location. If it does not have a power source, discard it. Otherwise, something has been found, and we consult the other side to figure out what it does. When you find a source of power, I may choose to hold off on using its ability. At the end of the game, I score plus 2 points for each one I find, but never use. Unfortunately, the invaders got 2 of these. They got a rope woven out of the wind. Powers do not gather or push invaders unless the spirit spends an extra energy, so that kind of sucks. But they also got a leather sack with its mouth sewn shut. Leave the token in the land where it was found. This land cannot be targeted by powers for the rest of this game. I'm looking at you, F2. F2 cannot be targeted by powers, and it has a city, a town, and an explorer, and its building has a disease, but still. That kind of sucks. So we cannot target with powers. We can gather things out of it, and we can still do like spirit actions that don't target a land in there. But yeah. And we can't gather or push explorers or invaders unless we spend extra energy. So energy is going to be tighter this game than normal. So like all of these spirits can get to 2 card plays with their first presence. Is that something that we want to do is a question now. Considering that, like, anything that says, range, blah, 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 cannot target that particular jungle. This doesn't target a land, but it just says target spirit may deal additional damage with one of their powers. Paying energy to gain cards, I guess, okay. Defend in one of target spirit's lands. That's actually good because that doesn't target a land. That targets, yeah. So we don't really have anything to deal with F2. So we have to be careful of that. Let's see. So what about the other jungles? Are there any other jungles that's going to build? This one is, and that's going to reveal a mysterious location. There's also G8 that if they explore will reveal a mysterious location. F8 will reveal a mysterious location. H7 will reveal a mysterious location. So those are kind of bad. And annoyingly, there's one of each type. I mean, I guess they're building jungle, but we have 1 mountain, 1 sand, and 1 wetland. So if we do nothing, they're guaranteed to search 1. Oh, also H5, but that's a build. And this is Ize's land. So Ize's powers is to grant defense. We can kill the explorer with 1 damage. But that 1 damage could easily be 4 damage. Which could be good in like H1. On the other hand, we are innately in H5, so that's cool. Now this is Devouring Teeth's land over here. You don't have fast damage. So the best you could do would be to gain a power that helps with stopping G6, or we just pray. Now Mud Otter can stop a building from being placed, but it still places an explorer, so that doesn't help. And a lot of this is slow, and this one's just to defend. But not too helpful. I guess the other thing to look for is like Dahan Gathering, which Whispered Guidance Through the Night gathers 3 Dahan, so that could be used to search a location. This pushes 2 Dahan, but it's also a defend, so maybe it's better to save as a defend. And Dahan movement over here. We can gather up to 2 Dahan with this one. And we can also push Dahan with that power as well, so we can maybe combo that to do a search, because that's a total of 3! So, yeah, not very good options for preventing builds. And we can't stop any of those explorers because that's just like, we have nothing that pushes towns, or I guess at best we could damage and kill F8 with a Mud Otter presence at range 3 if that's possible. It is. We love Otters, Tangled Growth, card art. That's... Wait, am I looking at the right one? This is Mud Otter. I call it Mud Otter, but it's not actually Mud Otter. It's just mud. Oh, Tangled Growth is here. There it is. Oh, tingly. Ooh. Ooh. All right, so yeah, so we don't really have anything in the way of gathering or pushing, so maybe energy's not really a concern. All these powers cost energy, so maybe like I search for a power that costs 1 energy and combo that. I guess this is a gather. Never mind. And that would cost an extra energy. Maybe I have to take energy growth and then play 2 cards plus damage. This has to be on another spirit, so if I do this, then I'm going to be using a damage dealing power somewhere else, which Open Shifting Waterways deals damage. Could be 4 damage. Unfortunately, I can't not target F2 with that. Could target F5. How far can my presence go? Range 2. This also gains a lot of energy. Someone mentioned that the +2 energy growth combos with the pay energy to gain a power card option, because that basically has you gain 2 power cards in 1 turn. Because otherwise, there's not a lot of power cards here, right? What about here? Am I going to be using this to stop the H5 Explorer? I guess so. So that's 1 energy. And then I can play this for 0 energy, so yeah, I don't need a power card per se. Sploosh! I will take a drink. I guess I can get to the air. Unless for some reason I want to make sure I have lots of energy and I can get to 2 energy next turn. I'm definitely getting into 2 card plays. Your Sacred Site is for defense, which gathers a Dahan. Also, Jungles is a good place to set up shop because of this power. This Jungle doesn't really do that much though. But if I am playing the plus damage power, I could use it to kill that, but I'm not stopping that build is the problem. But I can defend that next turn, most likely. Probably. Maybe not. This is 6 damage. I guess I would have to be using this to defend enough, but that might work. So I'm going to go ahead and commit to that then. Gather, build a guy. So then I guess the question is, where would I want to gather the 3 Dahan? I'll figure that out later. So let's see, Mud Otter What do you want to do? Spend 2 energy to play the gain power card? Gain another power card? What else would you be doing? Defend 5. Yeah. Secret site, land with invaders. Not going to be super useful unless they explore F4, assuming that I get to the damage part, because I can't hit F2 with it. I could make a sacred site somewhere else, but that would be basically F4. I mean, I could stop a building in F2, except it's disease, so it's not doing anything. Gather Dahan. And then this part as well. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do this. Let's gain the power. We're most interested in moon, water, earth. Look at that. Look at that. Also, it's damage dealing power, which is nice. Water is the most needed. Moon and earth are about the same. How did I get a magma backdrop? It's one of the options I have for playmats here. I'm gonna swap it for funsies. Let's go with this one because I never use it. Now I feel like I'm on a ceramic table. Very pink. Yeah, I kind of dig that. And it would be nice to deal with F2. Just saying. Stands, wetlands, is additional damage. What am I gonna do, this or that? Ooh, actually. Actually, we could defend F2 next turn. Oh, but I can't gather 2 Dahan into there, can I? No. I was thinking, ooh, what if I get 2 Dahan in here and then I defend it? No, it doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. Let's see, if I'm playing this one, I have moon and earth water and earth already. I would have to play moon and water, which this grants. So I will have 1 damage. Range 1 at a sacred site. Unfortunately, this is the only sacred site, so yeah, that's not really gonna be super effective anywhere then. This is range 2 presence. This is range 1. Tempted to go into F8 and I can kill the town there. I think I want to do that. Now for Devouring Teeth. Power card or energy? All your cards are like 1 and 2 energy. You're over here. You're always placing a presence. Defend 9, but it pushes 2 Dahan, which is rude. Probably just want to grow into a land like G6 and kill everything in there. They don't necessarily have a defend for G7. But if I play these 2 cards, then I can gather a town out. If I play these 2 cards, I only have 2 fire, so I don't hit the second innate. Unless I play this, but then or take the fire presence, but that's not happening because I can't play 2 cards that way. Interestingly, I can't even play 2 cards and hit this right now, because 2 fires, these are my 2 fire cards, and neither of them have earth. So the damage is not happening. So am I going to give a +3? We do have A damage, and then we have damage there to kill the town that's there, so we don't need the plus damage this round. So I guess I'm playing these 2 cards, which is what I was thinking of already. The question is just where do I want to grow? The grow is where I'm going to deal the damage. I guess G7 because there's Dahan there and we have to keep them alive somehow. All right, that's my first turn. Also, I can gather a presence and then I'm at range 0 there, so I guess that's a means of getting range 0 where I need it. So this will give me a fear, and I can also use that to gather a Dahan. I guess I'm committing to H1 defend. This is already gathering 3, right? Yeah. You're surprised Dakash hasn't been made into a spirit as a Sentinel's crossover? Well, Spirit Island is still fairly young. Okay, that was nothing. There's still time yet. Although, to be fair, Nature Incarnate would probably have been the perfect time for Akash 3. Alright, wetlands, explore. Alright, so are we doing a search? Well, I kind of have to defend both of these next turn. Right, I forgot about the England rule. I killed the Explorer thinking, oh yeah, they're not going to build, but that's England. There's 2 adjacent buildings. Joy. Power cards. This is the only thing that's going to do a search. And it's going to have to be... If you want to do a search, it's going to be in one of these 2 lands. Well, it might as well be in H5 because I can defend that Ravage. Well, that was a wash. Target spirit may pay 1 energy to gain a power card. You may pay 2 energy to gain a power card. So goes to the spirit that can do it. We want fire, animal, earth. Like this one. Normally not too exciting power, but you do have plus damage, so it can kill a town. So maybe it's worth taking. Plus it makes this innate easier, so I guess I take it. You pay 2 energy to gain a power. And you want water, moon, earth? This is moon, earth. So you need water. You will need water. Water's the most important. Moon and earth are secondary, but kind of equally so, so we would need both. Also, this gives a defend, which gathers a Dahan. No, it's not you, sorry. You're not the one that gathers Dahan, my bad. Mountain Jungle defend 3, though. That maybe helps somewhere. Like F5. If you're playing it next turn, I'm not sure if you are. I'll take it. It generates fear. I will accept the fear. Alright, pull beneath. Move presence, 1 fear, 1 damage, push a Dahan. Or do we want that to bear? Kill those things in there, or here, or there, or where? I don't know. I don't really want to gather into G5, actually. Because they're building G5. Oh, sorry, they're not building G5. That's not. Sorry, they could explore stance. I'm sorry. I know how this game works. Let's kill that, please. I mean, I guess I could have gathered this town and killed that town, actually. Makes more sense. I have to spend an energy to do this, but it's probably worth. Just earned the anywhere, anytime achievement. Yay. I can actually kill the building with Quicken, which means that they won't search G8, or they won't explore G8, period. Cool. All right, so Sacred Site in G6, play Quicken, and something else. Move presence, 1 fear, 1 damage, push a Dahan. Well, they're building F7. But they're not forced to. Oh, but that's range 1 Sacred Site. My bad. Well, I can't hit this land. And this doesn't have invaders. So all I can do is this. But actually, that's fine. That stops the build. And this forcibly pushes a Dahan, and F2 is a lost cause, so F4 you go. Alright, 1 turn down. Only took me 30 minutes as usual. So we're playing Quicken. Do we still have damage dealing powers on the other spirits? We have open shifting waterways. So we could play Gift and Quicken, and that will give you 2 fire, 1 earth, 2 animals. So you will unlock the damage there. So we don't have to gain a power card. That said, this is the only way you gain power cards outside of Mud Otter helping out. But, like, if you're gonna play these 2 cards, you do have the energy to do it. And if I go the energy track up to 3 card plays next turn, I'd be able to play Mark, Territory, and something else. The problem, or no, but I'm killing G6. I was gonna say I can't defend G6, but we do have Mark Territory for next turn. We can use that to defend G2, for instance. I mean, I could just gain a power this turn. I don't need the energy. Right, so I need the Sacred Site in G6 anyway, so I don't really want to do extra range presence. Let's do it. Gain powers when you can. And this is the only fire. You do get 2 fires on your tracks. You do get an earth way down the road, but very late. Otherwise, this has moon and or earth and animal, and it's a target spirit thing, which can help with F2 down the road. Transient apparitions doesn't help too much because gathering explorers doesn't stop builds against England. Animated rack root doesn't deal damage. It was kind of encompassing ward also provides a defend. I guess like that helps with H1 and H5 this turn, because otherwise I do kind of have to be worried. Because I can only like... Well, I guess I could spend energy to defend 8 in each one, and then use my innate to defend each 5. So I don't necessarily need a Encompassing Ward, but it is another thing that hits F2. My daughter will probably put a Sacred Site in F2 next turn. Not this turn because of the Ravage, but considering that is going to be building and perhaps turning into London, and it's a land that I cannot target, stopping the buildings seems important for that land. So yeah. Range 1, 1 fear, defend 5. A lot of energy for that though. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing. I'm not really doing a good job. I'm gonna take Guardian Serpents. Do the Sacred Site. Get up to 3 energy next turn. Stick with my original thought. I mean, I could do Guardian Serpents for H1. I still have to be able to defend that with Buna Watchful Guarding, unless somehow I choose to gain a power that doesn't screw that up. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to hit this level innate this turn to defend 4. But anyway, Mud Otter. Your cards are expensive. You do have 2 past powers that grant defend, but nothing that will stop the F7 build. I mean, not the build, but we can get rid of that Explorer. I guess, actually, no, yeah, we still, right, we talked about that. If there's no Explorer there, there's no build. Is it worth taking a power to try to get something that stops that? It does give energy. Which otherwise is going to be a problem next turn if I choose to do Sacred Site here. Yeah, let's see. Power card. Let's go. Gather an Explorer, range 1. Or sorry, range 0. That works. I have to spend an energy to do that, though. Bear that in mind. Any Sentinels decks I recommend trying to learn? Well, if you don't have Sentinels of Earth Prime, I recommend getting that and learning those decks. I don't have Steam keys for that today, though. Otherwise, are there any, like, decks that you haven't played with much? In which case, I'd recommend you learn those. You have Earth Prime? As I recall, Siren is a really powerful spirit. I think Siren's the one that has weather effects that can deal AoE damage to everything. Or affect things equally, like deal 1 damage to everything, reduce healing by 1 everywhere, all that jazz. It's all pretty fun. Especially because there's another card in the deck that says heroes are not affected by environment damage or something. I don't know. There's something that makes weather effects better for heroes. Or heroes immune to siren damage or something like that. I don't know. I say this as if I'm an expert, and I proceed to show how I'm not an expert. You're not a big fan of Siren. Okay, fine. I tried. This is Gather 3 Dahan. But I am inclined to stop the F7 build. You also can gather Dahan, so that's fine down the road. I guess the problem is it's not good elements, but I don't think I'm getting elements this turn anyway. I want energy! So I need to gather that Explorer into a land. So G3 seems like a best spot for that, because I don't want it to go into G7 because of the Ravage, G4 because that's already building. Mud Otter. Sorry, Eyes. Eyes, what are you doing? Well, if you want the energy to play eerie noises and the energy to push things with it, I guess we're taking energy this turn. Otherwise, we're just gonna get a different power. Plus range. Defend. I mean, defend. That means I don't have to do boon. On the other hand, I'm not gonna have 2 plants if I do that. Will I? No, I will not. On the other hand, we already have Quicken Near... Or sorry, we already have Gift of... No, wait, no. What am I talking about? Oh, Guardian Serpents. That's what I was thinking about. These, however, are not really good elements. There's a plant here. You get plants there, though. No moons. This has air. I think this provides a better solution for each one. Eerie noises. We're not hitting this, right? Setting up to defend somewhere next turn with Boon. The only thing is the H7 and G2 are not doing anything. They were, sorry, if they Ravage, it's fine because there's nothing in there. Also H6. I guess like G4, but... Oh, I can hit that, nice. This is such far range. Range 3? How do I have range 3 to this? Oh, because H8 and G3 are adjacent? So it's 1, 2, 3. Nice. In that case, I kind of want to grow there. I do get this. Oh, but I didn't play the right one. That's fine. So I'm not doing Gift of Furious Might, I'm doing Guardian Serpents. Here card! Okay. On each board, add a town to a land with Explore Town. Yuck. On each board, add a disease to the sands or mountains with the most buildings. Each spirit with at least 2 Dahan among all its lands gains +1 energy. That is... not all of us. Add a town to a land with buildings. This one's defended, so we can do that. This one's not defended. This one is not defended. This one is London. Unfortunately, I have to make the choice there, don't I? Make London worse, or make the untargetable London worse, that is. Or make F5 bad. Here, it could go in G3, I guess. It could go in G2, I guess. This defend is enough for G2. Okay. The goal is to win before F2 screws us, I guess. Each player adds strife in a land with or adjacent to beasts. Okay. G1 is a pretty good spot, isn't it? In terms of ravages, is there something that we can change? The answer is no, because F2. In terms of the wetlands, is there something that would majorly benefit from this? It makes H7 easier to defend. I guess F1's also a good spot, isn't it? It's 50-50. Well, actually, it's not even 50-50. They're exploring mountains or sands next turn. So I guess one here, one there. Because either way, that ravage is sorted. Which is cool. H7 if I can defend it. Requires me to grow in there. Can always rely on the events to nullify the 10 minutes of planning before the turn starts. Yep. Sometimes I think I should disable events for one game, but I kind of like them. I can grow in here with either growth option here. Ideally, I get a power card. So it's not going to be... Oh, I do have Sacred Site range. I guess it's possible that can be defended. The problem is if I defend it with, like, both of these options, then it's kind of a waste. But I guess H6 could be hit with something. Sands. I hate sands. It's coarse and rough and gets everywhere. Hey, they failed to explore F8. It's pretty rare with high-level England. I can gather a presence and deal 2 damage. I cannot stop that build, but I can stop the search. I can kill a town in there, but like, I mean, I have to put a presence in there at some point anyway, and that's going to be defend 9'd, which is already enough. I could just push the guy out that way, or do this to get rid of G4. Let's see, so in terms of the jungle builds, like H1 is always happening, H5 is always happening because of H2. F2 is always happening, F5 is always happening, G6 is always happening, G7 is not happening, so okay. So I don't have to worry about the jungle builds. Sands builds, G5, G3 always happening, F8 not happening, F1 always happening, H8 might not happen, H2 is. H8 doesn't happen, but only if I get rid of 2 of the buildings adjacent to it, which I cannot with this. Okay. In terms of like stopping a Ravage, I can go into G4 with this to kill the town, and then the Explorer dies in the Ravage. Still have to deal with G5. We have to think about pushing Dahan at some point as well, by the way. But that's not a Dahan pushing thing. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna... get rid of that guy. Get rid of this town. So still building G5. It's actually possible that they explore Sands again, and then they would immediately search G5, which stinks. So we have +3 damage. Defend 9. Defend 9 could be used in G2. It's kind of really the only thing you could do with that meaningfully this turn. Otherwise, like, get a power that does something different. If I play these cards, I do still get 1 damage happening, which is 2 damage actually. Sacred Site and F2 was our thought. Your defend card is not super helpful this turn. You play these cards. 1 moon, 2 water, and an earth, so you do get the damage thing. I guess theoretically you can play 3 cards, but we don't have the energy to do that. You're gaining a power for sure. And you're growing into H7 for sure. Suppose it could have been a major, but none of these have plant. I guess I can still get a plant here and then gain a moon card. Push Dahan. Push Explorer. I can push H5 into H4 and search that. Is there any other land that has 3 Dahan in it? I also push H5 into H7 and kill that in a Ravage. So I can defend H6. I can defend H7. Okay. And then your option was just this one. I do plus damage. Veil the Knight's Hunt is kind of interesting, but it's basically just... I guess it's gonna forcibly kill a town or a city. Is what that means. I can't spread the damage out to kill 2 towns. This defend wasn't doing much this turn, right? So the hope is that I have a better place to defend with this next turn. And then with Devouring Teeth. We don't have to give a plus damage, but we do have to do the defend. If I take the animal here, I just need a fire card to be able to hit that threshold. So let's see what we get. We do have fire cards. Growth through sacrifice. The broken card. I will not have 2 sacred sites this turn. Cold Attend pushes Dahan, which is good for searching no locations. None of these say damage. Find that exceptionally rude. This could remove the blight from F1 from F2, so that it isn't as big of an issue. I can't build buildings, and the blight can be removed, so I guess that's what I'm doing. Question is, do I still want the, do I want the +3 damage? I guess, like, Open Shifting Waterways has a plus damage potential. Let's see, Building Sands. I mean, I could do it in, like, G3 or something like that. I can also gather Dahan into a land that's a thing. If we combo it with something else, which is like this. Damage F4, push into F7. Open Shifting Waterways to gather to, but there's nothing in there is kind of the problem. I guess I can even do plus damage on this one. Do plus damage in G3. Push 2 explorers. Or sorry, push... Sorry, no, this gathers Dahan. What am I talking about? I don't know what I'm talking about. Plus damage might be better. Sure. So, defend. Actually, before that, I guess I want to push these because this is going to do a search. And we get nothing. Fantastic. Get a Dahan. Get a Dahan. Defend. Plus damage to Expanding Horizons. During the next normal ravage, each town deals +1 damage. So that's actually blighting that land. Cool. Beasts destroy explorers. Add Dahan to a jungle or wetland with Dahan. Well, that's going here, because that will kill a city. Jungle or wetland with Dahan, there's no choice there. There's no choice here. Sorry, there's a choice here. What am I talking about? There's a choice there. Clear card, help! Add a strife to town. Perfect. This is no longer blighting. I like that. Strife to a town. We could try F2. Oh, the town's doing +1 health. Each town does +1 damage? 3, 6, 9, 10, 11. Okay, strifing a town stops that now. Any other towns we want to strafe? I'm just going to strafe F2. They built an explorer! Coastal? You pre-removed the cards that are being retired with Nature Incarnate except for Growth Through Sacrifice because you're not looking forward to saying goodbye with that one. Same. It's gonna be a sad day when that one's gone. Well, F1 is not actually solved anymore. F3 is double building, except it's a sacred site with Mud Otter, so they're building 2 explorers. Build next turn. Explorer. Next turn. 7 lands, 2 explorers, 2 towns, 3 cities. Ah, that's funny. Okay. So what do we have to worry about? Sands Ravage, G3, G5, G8, H2, F1 a little bit. We could just push those 2 explorers out. And the city dies. They're forcibly building all of board F, all of board G, all of board H. So like, yeah, we're not stopping the coastal builds this turn. So I have plus damage, right? 4 damage. Kills a lot of G3. It's not Sacred Site range though. Ugh. Never mind then, I was wrong. I forgot the Sacred Site. I pulled a Seamus. What fear am I at? I am at 28 fear? At least G1 is diseased. So that Ravage, the Coastal Ravage is fine for that one. G2 sucks a lot. Nowhere near enough for a victor. Oh yeah, we're not worried about that yet. I could still do damage there, I guess. 4 damage, 1 fear, enough Dahan to do things. This is Mud Otter presence, so we could turn it into a Sacred Site and then the coastal build is not as bad there. We do have this defend. We said we were going to try to find a spot for it next turn, right? G3 is a spot for it. Would be nice for there to be slightly more Dahan in there. Enough Dahan to uncover a Power Lawn Forgotten, yeah. I can definitely combo these 2 together, right? Maybe. Yeah. Wish I could do it there, but I can't. I don't have range. Let's see. There's still 2 power sources left, right? This is Baron. This has 3. This has 2. So it's a 40% chance that if we do a search, it's going to reveal something. This is ravaging, by the way. I suppose I should solve G5. And let's hold off because of what if I want to do a search. Searching is a point of no return. do this to actually kill all the Dahan, or sorry, kill all the things in there, but it's kind of a waste. I can just gather here and not do damage with it. Alright, I'm doing it. Each spirit gains +2 energy during any spirit phase that they do not reclaim any cards. Well, that's nice. I accept. At least they're not immediately building when they explore into wetlands. That could have been bad. Okay. +2 energy on turns where you don't reclaim. That's actually really sick. Mud Otter could gain a major power. Because you actually are sitting on 2+4 next turn. And Devouring Teeth is also getting a lot of energy if you're not reclaiming, so gain a major power as well. You have 5 energy. Sorry. Well, yeah, if you gain this, you have 5 energy. That's interesting. So then what do we want to do with this? Push 2 explorers to stop this ravage. I guess we have the defense still. It could go there, it could go there. I guess this one's better. Actually, I guess you have 1 less energy to do this. It's 8. F2 is just the worst land imaginable, right? Just give up on F2 ever not being bad. I guess I could have damaged a thing in there, but I want to leave the Dahan in F1. Don't really want to. Oh, I guess. Oh, right. This is killing things. It's not really great because I was hoping to do it in G3 and I didn't because I couldn't. I also lost my sacred site in F2, so I need to rebuild that. But yeah, if I defend G3, that's fine. H2 kind of sucks, but the problem is, how do I make it not suck? Doesn't necessarily solve the coastal build unless I also stop H1 or something. But H6 is building anyway. You're reclaiming, so you're not getting +2 energy, but you are going to be sitting on 6 energy. So you could maybe also gain a major. Majors for everyone? Majors all the way down? Blazing Renewal! Blazing Renewal, growth through sacrifice! Blazing Renewal, growth through sacrifice! This is interesting. This was reworded. In a single land within range 2 of your presence, target spirit adds 2 of their destroyed presence. Interesting. It's good elements on teeth. Unfortunately... Oh, this is teeth. I thought I was talking to eyes. I don't know why I thought I was... Yeah. Fire, earth. You're not gonna have a 3rd earth this turn, no, but yeah. Alright, you're gaining major with 5 energy. Probably 6 energy at that point, too. Unrelenting growth! Instruments of their own ruin! one of my favorite powers, by the way. His powers are really good against Sweden. I really wish I could hit F2 with that, by the way. What am I looking for here? Water, moon, earth. We have all of them right here for now. Not gaining an element this turn. So if I take this, I'm not hitting the spreading dreadful mire damage part, but I really like that. There's a lot of strife buildings right now. Problem is that I have to create a sacred site, and I was gonna rebuild it in F2. And the only other place that I could put a sacred site would be F1. Or sorry, instruments going to F1 would be the only spot that could go in. I guess I could take Unrelenting Growth and then super power up our spirits with our super ridiculous growth powers. Speed up Devouring Teeth really quickly. Speed up myself really quickly? No. If you place 2 presents, what does that do? You could get to the earth. Unfortunately, it's slow, so that's after we would have cared about the threshold here. Also, it's not enough earths to hit the threshold anyway. Twisted Flowers? Have to get the tear level 2 or higher for it to be really good. Otherwise, it's 4 fear, add a strife for 1,000,000 energy. Technically, you're also getting power, right? 6 energy, 2 plays, not placing a presence down. Major? Major's all the way down? Major's all the way down. Omnoms! This power normally sucks, but what if you have +3 damage? Which is not this turn. Is there anything that says, like, target spirit destroys everything in their land? Ooh! 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 This can target F2! This can target F2! Alright, we found a miracle. Can it hit F2 this turn? No, I don't think it can. We need range 2 from your presence, and that's too far away. But it can hit F2 in a later turn! Is this your power? It is. It only gives you earth and animal. Yuck. I guess you do care about the animal more than you care about the fire. You don't care about earth that much, though. This looks like PogChamp. This is now the PogChamp card. It's Ferocious Pog Page. I'm just gonna forget that one. It's 1 energy, but I have to spend an energy to push the Explorer, so it sucks. Oh, I am placing a presence. at range 1. But it's not going to be good enough to hit this, right? Spray presence within range 2 of you. Target spray adds 2 within... Oh, sorry. Single land within range 2 of your presence. Okay. But like if the farthest I can go is G3 or G4, neither of which is range 2 from F2. So we're gonna table that for a later turn is what that means. If I go purely up the energy track and I place presence with the other power, I can actually get the 6 energy next turn, which means that I can do Blazing Renewal next turn as well. So we want to consider that. I'm destroying a presence this turn, so maybe... Well, actually, I want to probably get as close as I can to somewhere. Do I want to be in G3? We're defending that, but I don't know if I want to run the risk. I guess if I lose a presence, it's coming back anyway. Okay. I take this one. This one was lame. It was helpful for that one turn. Growth through sacrifice we could use to give a Mud Otter Sacred Site back enough to... Actually, if I do it to myself, I actually can get up to 7 presents. Funny. I guess that's fine. I will... No one else has destroyed presence, right? Sacred site somewhere. G3, I guess, is fine. And then you... Hands Ravage. You reclaimed all. You could theoretically get H2 defended. Sacred Site. This with range. You're only playing 2 cards though. So this is not a power you're going to be using this turn is what it sounds like. This can replace an Explorer with a Beast in F2 if I use it in F1 or F3 or elsewhere. I'll click that one just because it seems like it's the only one that slightly has some utility, but only slightly. We do have innate plant, so if I play that with a water card, it at least does damage to each invader. That said, I'm not playing it with Sap the Strength this turn. Suppose I could. I have to get H2 defended somehow, and I don't know how yet. I don't know yet how. I have to play this in an air card. Eerie Noises is expensive. That one. Get rid of the expensive cards. Yeah, the problem is I don't have enough defend for H2. Oh, but I will not if I play that one. So I have to play something that gives plant and moon. Mischief and sabotage. I have 8 energy next turn somehow. Destroy one of yours. What? I'm not targeting that though. I'm not targeting it directly. I mean, okay. Well, I could have done this different. Hold on. Did I have 3+2? Hold on. No, I think this is... Yeah, I think it's not... I think it's giving me the 2 energy twice. But we're not gonna cheat that way. Can I not cheat that way? I might not be able to. I finished with 8+3. Maybe it was right. Maybe I'm lying to myself. I'm just gonna do this anyway. Yeah, whoops. Yeah, 3+2, I would have had 5+2, yeah. Man, I have to do this all over again. Man. Amazing renewal. Your next normal ravage, each city does +2 damage. On each board, add disease, ignore disease. 1 fear per land with invaders where Dahan outnumber buildings. Okay. Disease F2. Makes sense. Disease, what are the Londons? Makes sense. Disease, what are potentially being searched? Oh, they're not searching this turn. I don't know. That one. And then that one. Make that super disease. Fear card. During the next normal explorer, skip the lowest numbered land matching the invader card. So what does that do? Oh, the city did plus damage. So it did do something. Thing I could have done. I tried so hard and got so far, but in the end, the Avenger made it nothing. I had to ravage to see it all. Okay. This is building. Ignore disease this turn, right? Oh yeah, that's bad. Go there. It's probably not a good idea, but go there. Go there. It's diseased. You have to go there, but you built an explorer. They're double building sands. That's kind of awkward. Unrelenting growth. 2 presence and wilds at range 1. And we would like to be able to grow into F2 with this, right? Unless we need to do it in G2. Sorry, Blazing Renewal needs to go into F2 or G2 or something. Well, range 1 invaders, we don't have the damage. Oh, we will if I get the animals, so we do have damage, but later. We do have defend 9, I guess. Although I'm only playing 2 cards, and that would be Growth Through Sacrifice and Blazing Renewal, so I don't know where I'm getting defend 9 from. Where's the English Civil War? This is range 2, so I don't have to go into like F8. I don't know why I'm trying to go into F8. Going into a land with the most range, which could be H7. It still sees F2 at range 2. I can't go into H7, I thought this was adjacent. Oh, it is range 1, my bad. I'm an idiot. I just saw 2 presents and I thought this said range 2 because I'm an idiot. I'm gonna go there. Because that's still range 2 from F2. Gather and deal 2 damage. This Sands is a threat. This Sands is a massive threat. This Sands is not building straight away, but will build soon. I should do a search, probably. How about that? Let's go back. Before I do Unrelenting Growth. Oh, crap. Too many times. John is stirring in his grave. Why'd you hit undo? You should not have clicked undo. Now we have to go back to all of this again. Where's the fast forward button? By the way, who wants a Steam code for Horizons of Spirit Island? This is the special giveaway moment. Who wants a gift card? Oh man, I can't gather 3 at range 1 from a jungle because there's no range. I undid all that for nothing. Rude. Yeah, that is kind of rude. I guess I could do Unrelenting Growth instead. Free key. Let's see. I don't remember if polls are actually, they show the results, like who voted for what. Test. Vote 1. Vote 2. Do a quick vote for one of the 2 options. I want to see if I can see the results of the poll here. I'm not 100% that I can. I cannot see the results when it's active. we'll wait 30 seconds on that. I can do the damage there, and then that Ravage is sorted at least. So that's reasonable. So that does require you to have unrelenting growth in some capacity. So yeah, let's stick with that. Yeah, I can only see that the result was vote 2. It doesn't show who voted for vote 2. I mean, I voted for vote 1. I was the only one that voted for vote 1. Thereby, everyone else that voted necessarily voted for vote 2. So that stinks. Is there a survey option? No. I can do, like... I could do a prediction, but that means that someone has to gamble points. I just want to see who all is interested is ultimately what it is. So I guess let's go with the simplest option of, I will just say, verbally, who would like a Steam key? In the next 5 minutes, whoever says that they would like a Steam key will be in the running to win a Steam key. And if only one person says they want a Steam key, they will get a Steam key. If 2 people want the Steam key, then we're gonna play a game. That's the best way I could possibly reason it, I suppose. So Gray Seapaws says he'll take it, or they'll take it. I should be gender neutral. But anyone else that is interested in it, feel free to speak up. Feel free to whisper it. I will keep an eye on all avenues. If no one else speaks forward, Gray Seapaws will take it. So... I wouldn't say no. Okay, original NGL says yes. We have two people. So like I have to super defend H2 next turn, right? I have to. I have to. I mean, it's blighted is the main issue. Feed me some wise in the running for the key. All right, we have three people. I'll be honest, I was worried that there would be no one willing to take it. I wasn't quite ready for a thing. Because I'm never, like, I don't know, my recent streams don't feel like they have much activity, but I guess people want Steam keys. That's the reason. That's the way, I like it, 1 damage, push down, move presence, blah, blah, blah. Also, F1 is terrible, isn't it? Building, ravaging, building. I can't do enough in F1, though. Can I? I'm reclaiming. I still have my defend 5, right? It's this one. We still have it because it's right there. Right. Can I get presence there? No. I can... Wait. No. There are no Dahan or explorers or whatever there. I guess this does something. I do want to keep that sacred site in G3 though, is the thing. Although I can just make it a sacred site again. So if I do this... Oh, but the problem is they're still gonna like double. Aren't they? No, they're not. This is not double building because there's only one adjacent building right now. This is gonna become a city or town and city, and then this will then build in the second build phase. But at that point, it will not have 2 buildings in it, so that seems like I should take care of that. Okay. I really want there to be more Dahan in here. I guess I could gather the 2 into H5, and then with like 2 sets of defend powers, get more Dahan into H2. I guess that's reasonable. I'll bring this guy just in case I can. I could, I guess. Oh, I can't. I can't. We talked about this like 5 minutes ago. I can't do a search because I'm not close enough to a place to gather 3. Okay, that's a reclaim all. This is a reclaim all. Both of you have the exact same growth. You're not reclaiming, which means that you're getting +2 energy. Am I just always going to take major powers then? Just always click major power when you are gaining a power card and blah blah blah. On the other hand, I would not be playing 3 power cards if I did that. I probably want to be able to play 3 power cards. I'm making this... Oh, this is not the right one. I need to grow into H2 so that this works. Yeah. No power cards this round. That is what it is. I already have a Sacred Site G2 for that. Interesting. I don't know if this really matters. Just gonna be these 2, right? Yeah, I needed the +6 in order to afford those 2. Murder. I need to defend 5. We got 4 minutes left. Anyone else that wants to join the competition, pipe in. We'll figure out what that competition is. Lickety split. I guess 10 + 4 energy. Someone can afford a power card. If I can get away with that, I don't know what else I'm doing now. I can get to 1,000,000 things happening there. I'm not sure if that's helpful. Mountain Jungle defends 3. Surely there's a place for that, right? I guess F2 is at risk. Well, not it is ravaging. It's like it's super ravaging. It is disease though. So like the escalation doesn't matter this turn. So I don't need to like put another presence there. I can just go through sacrifice to get rid of a blight, and then that presence gets destroyed, but it's not a cascade, and that's fine. We need to defend like F1. F3 is probably just gone too, isn't it? Jungle. Is there a mountain jungle I can hit at range 1? The answer might surprise you. Nope. I can combo this with this at least. Let's gather stuff. How about that? And then you play millions of cards. You only need 1 more water card. Guess what? You don't have any. You definitely need to play moons. So we're gonna actually play these because this gives me better defense. 3, 5, 7, 8, 9. I don't necessarily need all of that, so I can try to defend H1, but it's not good enough. But actually, it is barely enough if I do the Dahan to kill an explorer in H1. Okay. Reasonable. Or I just do the damage there. Also, I did the wrong order. I'm tempted to gather that. I'm so tempted to gather it. But no. No, I will gather it. I will gather it. I will gather it. I will. I mean, it's not enough damage to kill everything in H2, so I'm not gonna do that. Okay, H3 Blight, that's fine. Brother Sacrifice. Kill one of your presences. Remove a Blight. Blazing Renewal! P2 still has things in it though. Oh well. I did my best. Well, interesting. Very interesting. On each board, add blight to a land with at least 2 buildings. That's every board. No, it's not this board. We killed the land that had two more buildings. So it doesn't blight there. It will blight here. And this is the only land here. Problem with that blighting is then it cascades. Buildings have -1 health till the end of the turn. But we're going to be doing 2 damage to Dahan in corresponding lands. I mean, if the buildings here have -1 health, that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It kills everything in H2. So they'll have to do 2 damage to Dahan, and that would have to be in H1. I guess it could be H7. There's a Dahan there. So if this has minus health, then this... they die. And F1 will also have minus health, so a city and a town with... that'll be 3 health total. The problem is, let's see, half the boards rounding up. So 2 boards, we're also adding a disease. But if they add a disease to F1, then, I mean, that still solves, like... I guess they're still building because of frickin' F2. The other problem is that by destroying the sacred site there, then this build, it is escalating and it is going to put a city there. But it was always going to do that because the Ravage. Is it worth doing it? This has minus health that doesn't kill everything, but it still kills the city. I mean, G3 was already dying anyway, so I could do the damage in G3. Well, I have to do the damage for the first effect in G1, the second effect can go in G3. Those traitorous Dahan. First they bury a bunch of powerful artifacts from your spirits, now they help out the invaders. It's like they want to be wiped out. Alright, so we have everyone that has chipped in for wanting to get the Steam key. There are 3 people. There are 4 lands. So place a vote as to which of these lands has the last source of power. There's 4 sources of power. We found 3 of them. They're searching G5 right now also because we didn't get rid of that guy. But yeah. So if they were to do builds instead, first we add a town to a land with Dahan, and then the next Ravage is a build instead, which means we're not adding like millions of blight. Like for blighting the island, if I do click Spurn, but we also get rid of a lot of buildings. So I don't know. I kind of want to clear out the buildings more, but the problem is that makes F2 worse. And it's a cascade there. But like we're more set up, like we have the lands that we wanted to ravage in anyway, but like, so if we allow the ravage to happen when we blight the island, H3 is a blight, H7 was going to be the blight, this is going to blight and then cascade, so that's a total of 3 blight, and that's enough to flip the card. F3 is a blight, G3 is a blight, G2 was a blight, G1 was solved, but I guess I have to teach if I don't want to blight the island, or if I do want to blight them. We also have a fear card. Fear card could say like defend, or put strife or whatever. Invaders do not ravage in lands with disease or something. I want to click Spurn. I'm gonna click Spurn. Anyway, place your votes as to whether F8, F7, G5, or G8 as the last source of power if you want that Steam gift card. Not gift card, Steam key. Place disease. So this was the one where it was, oh no, we can't do that there now. Why did I think I could do it? Was it the only land for that type? Oh yeah, it was. That was forced. And that's forced. Okay. Kid disease age 7. And this Dahan was dying in the Ravage anyway. Each player may downgrade a downgrade a town in a coastal land. I think that stops H2. Well, H2's not, like, it has 2 diseases, but I can stop it from wasting a disease. But I mean, that's not even an issue because that Sands is not going to do anything for a million turns. I can downgrade a town here, and then they don't put a city there. In fact, there's not even that many towns. I guess this one. Downgrading that's not really gonna stop the Ravage But it does make it less of a threat. If I downgrade this... 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Everything in H2 is already dead. If I downgrade this, they don't put a city, and then I can kill everything in F1 with that single Dahan, but then they still build, and... But at least there's not a city in there. Guess that's fine. And then... I think that's fine. I guess technically I have to get rid of this one as well. Ugh. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. Whatever. They did G5. No one voted for where stuff was, but G5 was not a place. So whoever wants the Steam key, you have 3 lands to choose from for where the mysterious source of power is. It's amazing how 3 people said they wanted to get in, and then no one's saying where the land is, because they all left. They all heard the magic word. What are the options? F8, F7, G8. These are the last 3 locations left. And one of these has a source of power. And Jill goes for F7. Gracie Paw says F8. And Feed Me Some Wah by default has to go with G8. All right, we have our choices. Huzzah. I have done all that I can do. We're going to make crap happen now. So what's going to be, because there is a blight card that says immediately each player destroys 3 presents. If that's happening, then like it would make sense to do it before we lose presents to the Ravage, because then we could just take it from those presences. On the other hand, there's a blight card that says immediately on each board remove a town or something like that, in which case maybe it stops a Ravage, like H3. And then there's one that says on each board add a town and a city to a land without blah blah blah. And that won't really benefit anything. So what I'm thinking is I do H3 and then I do F2 into F1, and then we evaluate from there. Immediately on each board, destroy a town and remove it. Destroy a presence and remove a town. I could have stopped H3! I could have stopped H3! Oh well. Immediately on each board, destroy a presence and remove a town. Both those are 2 sacred sites. That's a secret site. So it's not even a good option because I don't want to like destroy all of those presences. I don't need H2 as much, right? Probably want to keep a sacred site for this. I mean, yeah. This sacred site's going away, this sacred site's going away, so I have to keep this sacred site. I don't necessarily need this presence. And then... don't need your presence as much as you can just gather and crap, so I'm gonna get rid of that one. Click a town to remove it. I think that stops the F8 build if I click this one. This land is the only valid option. Remove it from the land with blight, especially because they're gonna build city. Yeah. Okay, and then the rest is chosen. We only have 6 blight left in the card. Not a big deal. Oh, good. London is a sand. Oh, no, it's G6. It's G6. Okay. And then London here is not a sand. London here is not the sand. So now the question is, did I choose poorly? I can stop that ravage. This ravage also sucks. This goes to you. That goes to you. Alright, 3 card plays. I'm going to gain... We're gonna be at 10 energy next turn. I'm clicking major. Cast down into the burning deep! I could just remove F2 from existence. What if F2 just wasn't a land? On the other hand, sea monsters. On the other hand, we have 8 blight next turn, and that loses the game, so we probably need to do something faster than that. Rapid Wings would be easiest. Plus it's eyes, so they gather Dahan. Also, this could just go into a source of power. Mysterious location, whatever. On the other hand, it's not really good elements. This has a moon. This has an air. This has an air. I guess air, but like that's less important. This has moon, so I have to take it because it has moon, right? Taking wrap. And that's a wrap. I think I ditched this because 1 fear, 1 damage. What? You gain a power. It's gonna be minor. That's not water. Did we get 1,000,000 Dahan in G3 and push it so that it's not as big of an issue? Probably not. These are not the powers I was hoping to get. What about this? Sun plant. This has sun, this has plant. I have innate plant. I take the sun card. Maybe Sunday it will work. Sunday. Get it? Get it? Because Sunday? No? Sands build coastal ravage. Sorry, coastal build sands ravage. Duh. What if I were to just keep reclaiming Blazing Renewal and Growth for Sacrifice? The problem is there's not really... The problem's not the buildings, it's the explorers. If I have a Sacred Site in G3, then this defend is good enough. Many ways I can make that happen. H8 could possibly get defended with Iza's help. Although these powers aren't enough to really do much. You have to gain a power that's helpful is what you have to get, so... You're doing dealing 2 damage, pushing 2 Dahan. Like, we could do a search. But it's kind of not helpful to do a search, it feels like. I think I'm just gonna do this, because that's the easiest way of solving G5. That's 1 damage, and that's gonna be 2 damage. Not enough for G3 though. I guess I can kill H7? Do I have range there? No, I don't have range there either. Okay, so I can't actually do this power in those 2 lands, otherwise it'd be pretty helpful. I also can't target those 2 lands. Okay, that sucks. But I do have range there. I can just kill all the buildings there. And then I can just throw a defense somewhere else more easily. Coastal sands are a bit harder than the inland sands to deal with anyway. Let's just gather up to 2. They're not building H2, right? Because it's... Oh no, they are building H2. Okay. Because H6 and H5. So you're definitely gaining a power. Hypothetically, this could be major because you have 11 energy and 5 spare. What kind of ridiculousness would this be? It doesn't have to be major. It's major, okay? I'm gonna click this until I find something helpful here. Jungle hungers! Still hungers. Jungle is hunger. And I can get to the moon. Actually, with Unrelenting Growth, it's very easy to hit that. The weird thing about the Steam Key contest is now Logic Dolphin has to have the game go long enough, whether win or lose, to find the final special doodad. Yep. Don't worry, I'm not gonna prematurely end the game. The city in F2 is kind of preventing me from winning the game anyway, so that's fine. What's next? It's wetlands or mountains. None of those are at risk. We can definitely get a search done by just doing Rapid Wings now. This is range 3 presence. I need to be in a jungle. Also, they're building jungles. Does that make sense? Yeah, only 2 spots need to be searched by process of elimination. Indeed. I guess G6, although I could probably kill G6 in different ways. If I could hit F2 with Jungle Hungers, that would be great, but it's untargetable for the rest of this game. So I can defend H2 with Mischief, that's good. One could be defended with Rapid Wings. D3 is still a threat. Put the hunt in there. Well, I guess, right, we could Sacred Sight it and Quicken it, and that solves that. H8 is still a threat. Call to Isolation solves that. Do you have range there? Not yet. Wait, no, yes you do. This is you. So, then... I kind of want to play 4 cards. But one of those would preferably be Unrelenting Growth, and that means I need more energy, so I guess I'm getting the 4 card plays and gaining energy. So I'm gaining a power card. It's going to be minor. I have 7 energy, but I'm going to spend 4 of it. Push and Explore, add a wilds, blah, 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 blah. Moon, Earth, nope. Water, Earth. Ravage becomes a build. Meh. Damage per Dahan. Gather up to 3 Dahan. We're probably not playing that though. I could just take it to get a search done later, because I'm not sure that I'm playing these cards this turn anyway. Okay. I mean, I am playing 4 cards, right? But... do I still have the spend energy to do things, or is it in here? It's in there. Okay. You would like a Sacred Site so you could do things, maybe... You need range somewhere for things? Stands Wetlands is extra damage. Oh yeah, we kind of want to rebuild the Sacred Site in F2, don't we? So let's just... But they're... Oh, they're not ravaging there, but they are building twice. Yeah, so stopping that double build is good. So... Oh, but I'm not going to get another presence there, unless you reclaim, which I was joking about, but maybe I am doing. It still gets the Sacred Site in G3. Oh, but you're not playing Quicken if you do that. I mean, I guess I don't have to grow through sacrifice, because we all have destroyed presence. And there's like 2 blights that have to be removed from there now. Whoops. Okay. Sacred Site. That gets a Sacred Site in F2 with Mud Otter's presences. Sorry, not that one, this one. And then G3. I can defend it with defend 9 instead. That gets 2 extra fear. Sure. It does spend more energy, but I can forget that card later probably because it's an expensive defend. I'm playing that one for sure. For defending G3, I can get Dahan in there. Only like 1 now. Said I was probably not playing at this turn, and then I proceeded to click it, but I'm probably not. I guess I'm not doing this one. I could try that one that hits this. Pushing explorers isn't super helpful though. So what was my plan for F1? I don't know. There's definitely a cascade happening somewhere. H2 is defended with this. Rapid Wings to defend G3 was a good idea. I guess G3 is defended with Mark Territory. But F1 can be defended with Rapid Wings. Okay. So the only play is H8. I can't target F2. We had this issue last turn as well. I knew that. Okay. Well, that sucks. I placed a presence, right? Where did I place that presence? I placed it somewhere, but I don't remember where. Let's take it back. Oh, it was F1 or F2. Right. Well, then I could just do go through sacrifice then instead. It gets you a water. It hits this. I don't know what that does, but it does that. It means I'm not. I don't know if I was doing all that. Oh, but I didn't want to play that. Okay, Blazing Renewal, take back, do growth through sacrifice. So who's that one? None. Oh no! That also doesn't work. Okay, I guess F2 is just gonna have a million buildings. In which case I don't need to grow through. I don't need to do Blazing Renewal or anything because it's just not gonna work. And it's not like vital. Although I do need to have a sacred site in order to be able to use foul vapors or spreading and dreadful mire. So I do need to be able to give Mud Otter a sacred site in some capacity. I put an H7. Yeah, that's not really doing anything. I have this play, but it's not doing anything, right? That's why I was clicking this. I mean, I guess it hits more damage, but that's not really helpful. Any plans for F2? The plan for F2 is win the game before that loses us the game. So if I'm not doing things, I guess I do still need to give you a presence. I guess Blazing Renewal for like H1 or H5 next turn is better, so let's do that. Okay. can't hit that. It doesn't have invaders. Oh, snap. That's bad, actually. This says invaders. Nap. I mean, I could defend this. It was otherwise not defended, right? Like, they're building this, and that's gonna cascade, but they were also doing crap in there. And then I can wrap in wings into F1 from H2 if that's just screwed. Let the plants die and the land wither. I mean, minus health again. Minus health is always fun. Although Dawn with minus health is a little sad. But we also have how many waters? 1, 5, 6 waters. So it just needs 6 more. To add a presence to one of their lands with Dahan. It's funny because I just got rid of a lot of the Dahan in your lands. Whoops. Yeah, it's not actually that helpful. There's only this land has Dahan in presence. On the other hand, adding a blight to Sands is also bad. Because, like, this Sands is the only non-blighted Sands. So I'm going to ease the drought so that we don't just accidentally lose the game. I can forget Sap the Strength, because I guess. And then this guy can spend energy. Oh, there are 2 spirits with presence. Oh. I guess it's there, because that's the only place. Where's yours? Oh, that one. Okay. It's a little too late for the moon. But I'll take it. Beasts deal 2 damage, remove tokens that do things. That goes away for sure. That was going to be Jungle Hungered. So it doesn't have to die because we want it to probably make a city for fear, so I'm going to leave it. Your cards say, add Strife in a land with Dahan. Invaders have -1 health per Strife. Not too late for the moon because I need it for Jungle Hungers. Oh, right. I was going to get the moon. Right. I was going to get the moon with this. And yeah. Well, now I don't need to get the moon with that. Okay. Right. Sorry. I've forgotten what I was planning on doing. Okay. Strife in the land with Dahan. Well, that's not helpful. Like, at all. Explorer does not affect coastal lands. Lands with disease are not a source of invaders when exploring. So, does that do anything? We still have disease on the board? That was blading, right? But we're not doing this. I guess I have to be careful that I don't lose the game before we reveal the last thing. Thanks. Okay. So build here, because that's going to be jungle hungered. That's not doing anything. Yeah, go ahead, build an F2, see if I care. It has to have Dolphin in there. Actually, that's not terrible. Damage. Stop stage 5. Okay, so smothering infestation, good. Jungle hunger is good. 4 damage, good. But we can't really hit. I guess we can hit that one. Okay, that's nice. Because this is jungle hungers. This is not known. This can't ever be hit with powers in like any capacity apparently because it's just not working. Jungle Ravage. Yeah, so can I get rid of the guy in G8? Probably not. Can I get 3 Dahan in there? Doesn't seem like it. So they're doing a search in G8. So I can do a search in F8 or F7, and by the next build, we'll know exactly which land has it, and therefore who gets the Steam gift card. Not gift card, Steam key. I keep saying the wrong thing. I'm an idiot, okay? Idiot, okay. Oh, that's not the right thing. Let's do this. Get rid of this town. Let's do this. I guess that loses a sacred site. Do I want to push the invaders? Probably not. I could just get fear. Pushing explorers like does nothing at this stage. But push, and now I can gather. I only need this guy. All right, was it F8? It was not. Sorry, F7. It was not F7, which means that Anjil, original Anjil, has lost. It is either F8 or G8. Ravage. Sure would be nice to quicken the Earth's struggles there. Sure would be nice to blazing renewal there. Oh, that's not. No, I can't hit that. Rude. 3 plus 8 is 11. Major? Major? This is a reclaim. And you don't have energy? You have 4 plus 3 and I'm saying you don't have energy. Elemental boon, maybe? Any overlap? Moon, plant? No? Okay. Reclaim? I don't really need to worry too much about this turn other than F2, but I guess if you reclaim, I guess you do get the Sacred Site in F2. Okay. But the Sacred Site in F2 doesn't do anything anyway, so... You only have one presence place anyway. I'm just gonna reclaim. Get easy. And I really don't know what I'm doing here. I really don't know what I'm doing. I'm just gonna go there. And then here. One more major for the rip. Flowing water! I can move things out of F2! And I don't have air! But I can have elemental boon. Can I somehow get air, water, and plant and then hit both thresholds this turn? Surely that's possible. So I have the 3 fire. I need to get a plant from elemental boon. I need to get an air and water from elemental boon. Oh jeez. And so what I still need is an earth. +3 damage with damage dealing powers. Do we have damage dealing powers? Not fast. You're gonna have a water. So you will damage each invader. You have that. Then you're gonna have defend 6. That's nifty. Wait, this can... This presumably could hit F2, but considering how this has not really been working... How even is somebody supposed to deal with leather sack? Well... That's the neat part. You don't. You can gather things out of it, is the long and short of what you can actually do with leather sack. Actually, could F2 end up defended? This says any, but target spirit land apparently doesn't work the way I want it to work, so I'm just tempted to say no, but on the other hand, I want to do damage. I would like to do damage. I'm itching to do damage. I don't really have a place to do that though. I'm gonna try this again. We're running out of presents. I guess that still works this turn, no. I wish I could use that. Tell you what, I'm gonna spend 2 energy to gain a power. Oh, I can play more cards. You can play cards. You can, because I guess I have cards to play. Okay. Right, that one. That does something, right? Wasn't there something that pulled your presence out of somewhere along with a bunch of invaders? Yes. Oh, wrong spirit. Okay, I can target that land. That's the good news. I can target that land. Oh, but before I do that... Okay, I can target this land. Okay. Some things work, some things don't work. I don't know what. It's too late to figure out. It's too late to apologize. It's too late. Cool. Yay! This is still not defended. I tried. Before I commit to that. The 2 blights there. Oh no, it's not even cascading. That's a blight. Whoa. In case I do that. How about we not spend the energy to gain a power card, instead spend the energy to push that guy out. Oh, I have to push this guy as well. Okay. Okay. We're cooking. Missionaries arrive. We has 3 suns. He has 3 energies, but we do have sun cards to discard or something. Each spirit adds disease to a land or city, 2 fear per player. During the next normal ravaged cities, do +3 damage. Also, this is... Oh no, there's 2 cities left here. +3 damage does blight that, though. Beast damage could work. Beast damage still blights that. Alright, I'm going to ignore contact, and we're going to remember this card exists. This one. It's a sun card. Yay. I have to push this guy. Doesn't really matter. This one. It's a sign card! Yay! It's a sign card! Yay! And this build's not happening now. Yay! I think. Yeah, it's not happening. Actually, I should have pushed that guy in there. I see that now. When in doubt, push a guy into a land with beasts. Duh. Oh. Okay. I thought it was rewinding to the start, but it wasn't because of revealed information. Each player may push up to 3 explorer towns from an inland land. Well, that means they're not searching this if I do that, is the problem. Oh, man. I don't want them to search that is the other problem. I'd really like for that to not happen. I can actually make F6 not build. That's cool. I do this guy here. I do these guys here. Search it! That's my winning land! No. This guy... There? No, not there. Jungle Ravage. Attention. Each player chooses a different land with Dahan in each, 1 damage per Dahan there. Kill the city! Yes! Silly. So, still 1 blight. Can't stop that. That guy's dead in a Ravage. No explorers or things there. No explorers or things there. Wonderful. I will assert dominance and click H8. Oh, they built an explorer there! Lest we forget that Mud Otter is in the game. And they explore jungle and wetlands. That is an unusual land shape. We very intentionally built an unusual island shape because why not? Five fear away from tier level 3. City, city, city. City. Mm-hmm. We have 4 damage there. We can push a Dahan. We don't have any other Dahan pushing, right? So... So this is going to you in some capacity. Because you're the only spirit that gets 2 presents out of it. Does it affect jungle hungers? Not really. Let's see, Mountains Ravage. That's a good spot for that. None of the other mountains are actually a threat right now, are they? I guess those 2, but barely so. It's weird, they're not building into a land that they're ravaging this turn. This is so weird. I have no idea what I'm doing. Also, I have plus damage, by the way. Forget that. So this is actually 3 damage plus 3 and 1 damage to each invader, I believe. And they are doing things in a wetland. So this seems like... Oh, I can't hit that. Range 0. So one of these 2? Actually, we still have this, right? So I can actually get into H6. Um, I hit this. Or this, I guess. Kills a city. Power cards. Just 1 damage there. Pretty sad. This doesn't build though. Or, well, if I solve the Mountains Ravage, it doesn't build. I think. It's gonna build the second one, actually. Because this build is happening. I feel like this is a good spot for that still. And then smother! Actually, I guess I don't have to increase the first hit. I can increase the second, but I'll do it anywhere. Most of these. Yeah. I mean, at 1 damage each invader, so I could spread the damage in different ways, but it doesn't matter. All that matters is that I don't hit 4 explorers or something. Could I get a double otter into F2 so they only build explorers? We could just do this growth to do that. But, so yeah, so they do build explorers and that doesn't build, so it's reasonable to stop that then. Oh yeah, I have plus range. That's why I'm able to do that. I think I'm gonna click minor and then major here. Call to migrate. I'm just gonna click it so that we don't have to worry about how to do the last search. All right, we solved it. We can do it. Do I want to push explorers? Does it stop a build? I don't foresee where it would stop a build. I'm just gonna generate here because I want that energy. 4 damage. I guess we still have to like solve some of those ravages, but we have rapid wings. We have this. So all I need to do is have someone grow in there, which can very easily happen. So let's kill the city here. So you're at 9 energy minus 4, so you can afford a major. Land thrashes! Oops. You are technically in a mountain. Not very helpful, though. There is some blight here. And so I will click. I think we don't need growth through sacrifice anymore for the presence. We might still want it for blight, but presence there. Play my hand. I don't have the threshold. Well, that stinks. Okay. You probably want to do that as we agreed upon. This has to reposition presence. That way? Maybe I don't need that presence there, actually. So let's take back. Do that one. Okay. Let's defend. We could play that if we want. Let's. It also defends. Just want to play cards. I guess this hits that. Is that better? I don't know. Let's worry about that later. You're repositioning. You don't need Sacred Sight probably, other than for powers. I don't know. So let's gain. You're sitting at 7. -3 is 4. Could be major. I'm gonna click minor just so I have energy next turn, if there's a next turn. Defend 6. Not building would have been nice earlier in the game. Curious if Rapid Wings allows me to put Dahan into F2. I think I tried it and it didn't work. I think I tried it. Maybe it didn't. I don't know. I'm confused as to what works and what doesn't work. I could hit H1 with this and they don't build twice in there. Let's try that. Oh no, this is not reposition. This is actual presence. Oh my god, all of our presence is on the board now. You are done, you are done, you are gonna be done. Yay, I hit a game where I can do that. This is range 3. You can go anywhere you want. Let's put you here. Actually, you probably want to go in and land with Dahan, like F1. That would probably be a better place. Or did I need to do Boon of Watchful Guarding? The answer is no. Yeah, we have lots of defend. So, do not build. Have this, I guess. It's the only place. This is a defend. We're not accidentally winning, are we? No, we're far away. Okay. As long as this city exists and the invaders don't do too much. All right. Only one blight in H4 that's going to be defended. Be defended like pretty much any way we want it. I'm gonna do this so that I can call to migrate into there, I guess. I don't know. And I can gather. No, I don't care. I just don't care. I don't care anymore. Target spirits land, defend more? Sure. Defend 4 there. No. Defend 5. Okay, 17 defend. Maybe that's too much. Rising interest in the island. You can return the top fear card. Aided by air, we have 4 air. You could return the top card of the invader deck. Does that lose us? No, we have cards. Add beasts to a jungle without blight. Fear if invaders are present on each board. Add wilds to a land with Dahan. Okay, I'm gonna Weave Lies. We'll figure it out. Surely there's cards we can forget. Foul Vapors. I never liked that card. Blow like water. No, we can just spend energy at this point. 1. You have millions of energy. And then you can do one. Beasts to jungle without blight. Those are like the only options I can make. Wilds to a land with Dahan. Okay. In each land with buildings, destroy all explorers, destroy a town per city. That's pretty exciting. Each player adds strife to an invader. For the rest of this turn, invaders have -1 health per strife to a minimum of 1. Well, I will strife this guy because he'll just die. If only a building had been left enough to... Oh no! Probably very many other reasonable. Those die. Am I killing the city? I could try to kill it after I do the search. Surely there's a way to kill it. Although this is mainly Iz's land and you don't have damage. You have land thrashes. Do you have rage? No. Oh, but you can move your presence and then you'll have range. And you're already killing H7. That's also a city, by the way. I guess technically they're building cities, so maybe we're not necessarily winning. This is 1,000,000 damage. Okay. I'm just gonna like straight stuff. I think I set this bet up like an hour and a half ago and we still haven't figured it out, even though there are only 3 lands. Turns out my Dahan Gathering game was not strong enough. Are you guys ready? We're finally gonna do it. We're gonna do the thing. It's happening. It wasn't an F8! It was in G8 this entire time! So feed me some wah! You won. I'm scrolling because I'm scrolling through chat. So, feed me some wah. If you are still here, I am sending you a Steam key through a whisper. Congratulations, you have won the prize. All right. That took way too long. So you should have the whisper with that information. If you didn't get it, let me know. I can also send you a PM on Discord if it's an issue. I'm just not going to recite it verbally. Your key is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh no, everyone used up the key already. Okay, Jungle Wetland Ravage. I mean, okay, now that we've figured out where the frickin' land is, You have to win the game now. City, 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 city. Oh god, there's 5 cities. Alright, feed me someone has gotten the key. Success. Also, let me know if it works. If it doesn't work, that would be a problem as well. Okay, so if I throw you there, then a defend there solves that land. And gets rid of a city, which is ideal. Can I get Dahan in there? Yes. I just have to push into there. Oh, but I don't have range. No. No. Okay, well. We were planning on this. We were planning on this. This is eyes. Oh, right. Range 1 from a jungle. This is why. Okay. Gather up to 3. I would like to gather up to 3 there, which means I need to have more Dahan in there, which means I need to push into there somehow. It's just not working the way I want it to work. Why won't you work? Can I side do it somehow? Gather here, push there, and then gather there? I think that works, doesn't it? No, because I don't have range. Man, okay. Doesn't work. Because I'm always looking at the wrong presence here is the problem. I keep looking at this as if it's Mud Otters because it's the topmost, but it's not. Mud Otter is way down here. Sacred Site is just not close enough. I've rewinded too far back. I have to go back. They're ravaging in jungle, so let's get stuff out of there. Okay, is there mountains where they're building a city, by the way? No. So we're not worried about the build. Well, actually, they're doing a double mountains build, so technically they are building a city. Presence. Present is present. If your presence is present. If you have presence present. Okay, I'm at the point of the stream where I'm just making random jokes. I at least haven't been chuckling too much at the whoop, whoop. Except I guess that doesn't count. At the very least I could do Rapid Wings search G8 if it comes to it, but I would like to kill things. I just would really like to kill things. Okay, so Sands Wetlands would be extra damage. I think I kill everything in there, but I can also just defend it and it kills it. So then there's cities here. I would like to have Dahan in there to defend that or something, but I could try G2. Can I hit that? I don't have the Sacred Site range, right? And I also can't get the presence in there, so this is literally just 1 damage if I do that. It's kind of better to just do the damage here. Even though there's Dahan in there already. I guess I can get like Dahan into F3 to Rapid Wings or something. which seems a bit foolish, but it works. It's kind of a waste, though. I don't think it actually did what I wanted it to do. All right. We can just get 9 fear and win. How about that? Instead of trying to figure out the last cities, just get classic tier level victory against England. I don't know. Let's plop you here. Laser Grenoble! I have no energy. All my cards cost energy. That's weird. Just make that a sacred site again. Although it's ravaging. Actually, we're losing if the ravage goes off. Oh no, we're losing if the ravage goes off. Oh no! Okay, so I play fast powers. And then something else. Exactly what that something else is, I can't really say. Click miner. I guess, I don't know. Okay. Just don't lose. Over the rainbow. Here's how to win. Step 1, don't lose. Step 2, see step 1. I have this land. Oh, actually. I want Dahan in there just to see what it was. As long as I don't lose in doing so. I don't think we do, right? This kills a city. Just have to get G2 killed somehow. Guess that's actually a problem. You like the eyes and the presence, but when you place them on the board, you can't really tell that it's eyes. Well, to that, I say eyes. Actually, Blazing Renewal just works for G2. And a defend in G6 is enough. We should be able to see what G8 is. Also, I could just do this to get defend in there or something. But I want to get more Dahan in my land first. I could also just get millions of fear with my power. How about that? This one that we never got was earn 2 fear cards. Well, that is so helpful. Thank you. Thank you for getting me that. If you're in 2D mode, the eyes come through nice and clear. I never used 2D mode. Yeah. Kind of. I mean, yeah. You don't have the spirit token there. I don't know. I like the 3D mode. That's just like my preference. Feels like I'm playing on a real board. Only there was a way I could generate one more fear. Yay! That was a challenging game. Didn't think we were gonna get through that. Yeah, we did. Alright, 10 for victory, 40 for difficulty 8, 6 for the 3 remaining invaders, 5 for the 15 surviving Dahan, -5 for the 16 blight on the island, and +2 for the unused spirit benefit. Thank you for the GGs. And now we go for second wave, which it would not be with Powers Long Forgotten, it would just be against England 4. Since we had the Blight card seen, second wave would, the Blight card is on the Blighted side, return it to healthy, leave 2 Blight per player +1 on it, and set the rest here. If it flips to Blighted, ignore the amount of Blight printed on the Blighted side, and instead use the Blight sitting here from the first game. But, yeah, this is 3 hours that we're in. It would just be England 4 with the pre-placed things. As in, not the invaders. Or the blight would be, we'd leave 2 blight per player on the board. So the 15 blight that was on the island will remove 9 of them. But we're going to remove like all but 3 beasts. I don't think we have any disease. Do we have disease? We have wilds. We have some wilds. Is there a disease still on the board? I don't see a disease. But we would also set aside a power, and all 3 of our spirits had major powers that game. We took so many major powers. It was actually kind of fun, because like, this is the type of Spirit Island game that's pretty exciting when you get spirits that are maxed out and you see their full potential. Whereas when you just look at the spirit panel at the start of the game, you're like, well, I have +1 energy and +2 card plays, but I'm not at the point where I'm super strong. But we definitely felt like we were super strong-ish. We were at least starting to be able to resolve the issues instead of having to weather the storm. Of course, the most difficult and challenging land was this frickin' land over here, land D2 or whatever it was. But thanks to the power where we were able to push explorers in towns and cities and blight from that land, it was a lot better. All right, so thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed your stay. This is Dolphin's Dive. We're here every Thursday at 7 p.m. Be sure to check out the other streams we have on this channel. Every Friday at 4 p.m. is Luck of the Seamus with Seamus the Hug Monster. Every Sunday at 1 p.m. is Spirit Island Saturdays with usually myself and usually Seamus. And maybe someday we will get a guest star. Remember, we do have a point reward to be a guest on Spirit Island Sundays. I think actually it might still say that on the point reward, doesn't it? 20,000, be a Spirit Island Saturday guest player. That needs to be updated. And every Tuesday at 7 p.m. is Handelabra Live with John. Next week, he will be on Wednesday, July 5th instead of July 4th. It's probably not because of 4th of July, because he is Canadian, but he has moved that stream to Wednesday. And is Seamus available this week? I don't remember. No stream next week because he's available, because he's away for the weekend. Yeah, so he's not streaming tomorrow. So yeah, the next stream is going to be Spirit Island Sundays with myself. Maybe Seamus, unless he's still out of town. And then Wednesdays, Handelabra Live. Handelabra products include Sentinels of the Multiverse, Sentinels of Earth Prime, One Deck Dungeon, bottom of the 9th, Spirit Island, Horizons of Spirit Island, and Aeon's End. They're all available on Steam, iOS, and Android devices. One Deck Dungeon is also available on Switch, and One Deck Galaxy is in active development. Be sure to follow us at twitch.tv/HandleLobberGames to watch the live streams, or follow us on YouTube to watch the past VODs. Also follow my channel at twitch.tv/LogicDolphin to see my personal streams. But that is it for tonight. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed your stay. Congratulations again to Feed Me Some Wah for getting the Steam key for Horizons of Spirit Island. Be sure to check out Spirit Island Sundays for the next Steam key giveaway. And have a good night, everyone.